be available. A person who is willing, who is teachable, can give good quality service. They can be taught how to do it. I hope everybody is following me. They can be taught how to do it. You find that sometimes you ask people to do certain things. Me, I no go fit o. You say, what? Come and do Bible reading. I'm scared. How am I going to do this thing? Everybody will be looking at me. My voice is going to be shaking. But if you accept that responsibility, knowing that according to God's word, there is a reward for that act of service you have done, you will get the reward. There will be no need for fear. I should do it. Okay, you will help me. Oh. If you don't help me and I go and mess up there, it's on your head. Do that instead of just chickening out and saying no. The people that you want to do this thing for, who are they? Human beings or gods or, I don't know, immortals that you can't talk to. They are fellow people like us. And people like us who are aware that they are human know that they have mistakes, they are prone to error. So if you make a mistake, it's okay. Anybody who judges you based on a little mistake, as far as I'm concerned, is not educated enough. Because people who know understand that it is not easy. That person should be praised for their efforts rather than put down or shamed. So, we've looked at the attributes. Now, why does it matter to be faithful? One of the foremost reasons why it matters for us to be faithful in our service is because it is a requirement that has been given by God. God demands it. We sing, "Faithful are you, God." Every time we say, God is faithful. We are created in His image. Are we faithful as people who have been created in His image? Another reason why faithfulness matters is that it is a major criteria for us to be promoted in life. You want to go anywhere, that thing that you are doing, you need to be faithful in doing it. That is how people will know that, okay, this person can be trusted with this responsibility. But if in that little corner that you find yourself, the small one they've given you, you chicken out, how will people know that you have the capacity to do more? How? It is important for your own promotion, for the promotion of your group, for the promotion of your relationships, for the promotion of an organization. You see sometimes people inquire, they sit down and say, these people, they're not singing well. Why is their voice like this? You sit down in your own chair, they are singing the song, and you are jubilating and standing up and singing. Why not join the choir? Why not join the choir? Why not join the drama ministry of the church? Instead of sitting there and criticizing. And it's so annoying that it's not even the kind of criticism that people can use. They never get to hear of it. So you keep complaining, and they don't get better because your observations have not been brought forward to the table. Or people who leave church because I don't like the way they do. They talk this one, they talk that one. What have you done to make it better? What have you done in your own way to raise the standard of that thing that you think is not good enough? Faithfulness in service. Another reason for us to be faithful in our service is that it brings and increases respect for ourselves. Without trying to toot my own horn, I was listening to a clip. Let me call it a clip by, it was a video that they recorded the Minister of Real Estate and Housing in the United States, Dr. Ben Carson. And it was such a shameful video to watch because in that video he fell his hand. All over the world he's put up here. But in that video, with the way he portrayed himself, he brought himself down here. He made himself look like he didn't understand what they were talking about, like he didn't know. And he made himself look slow in the eyes of people. They asked him what's the meaning of an REO, and he mistook it to mean an Oreo. That's this cookie, brown cookie with vanilla, what they call it, filling inside. And they had to explain it. And even after they had given the definition of the acronym, he was still, this such respected man, how can he be like this? But I find that it's something that can happen to anybody. But then again, I also find that when you can't do something, or when you think you can't do something, sometimes all that is needed for you to do is to look like, act like you can do it. As I'm standing here, I'm shaking. I don't know why I'm shaking, because I'm a teacher. I've climbed on this podium how many times, but inside I feel like my body is doing this. But I am standing, I am talking. Sometimes all that is enough for you to do is to look like, to act like you can do it. And in acting like you can do it, the people who matter, the opinions that matter will look at you as somebody who can do it. They are confident. But you know the secret is that I'm shaking. There's always that nervousness there. Even great speakers, I don't think they ever overcome that slight nervousness that comes. So just do it. You do it and you get the respect. When people want to, when they are making talks and you stand up to give a contribution, they will listen, because you have portrayed yourself as somebody who can take the stand, somebody who is confident, somebody who knows what you're saying. Sometimes even if you don't know what you're saying, just say it like you know what you're saying, and you might end up getting a round of applause as you leave that place. Another reason for us to be faithful in our service is that the people we look up to are faithful in their own service. We look at Dangote. Do we know what he does? Do we know what he has done to get that position? Good or bad? Let's take out the morality or immorality of it. Do we know what he has done? How many nights he has lost sleep? How much airtime he has had to burn? People he has had to call? How much reading he has had to do to get to where he is? The people we look up to are faithful in their service. The oga who is faithful in his workplace, the time for arrival says 7 o'clock. That person is probably there at 6:50 or 6:30, faithful in their service. And then when that person goes higher, you say, na jazz, or they did one thing, they went to pay for this, they have gone to appease the gods to get ministerial appointments. Sometimes it's not true. They have been faithful in their own service, and what they are getting now is a compound of all they had done by 4. Is it divided by 3 or is it divided by 2? And then you call it like you are learning from scratch. You increase your capacity. When you want to, for instance, let's say a person who has made a resolution to do something. This year, let's say someone who smokes, for instance, this year I'm going to stop smoking. You made that resolution on the 1st of January, I'm going to stop smoking. And then you get through first week, second week, you stop smoking. You stop smoking. And then somehow something happens, you lose your edge, and then you begin to find a cigarette, or you begin to find the drink, or you begin to look for your phone to call that boy that not supposed to have anything to do in your life. You put yourself back. And when you decide that, okay, I need to go back to this again, you are starting again from square one. But if you remain faithful in doing that task, no matter how little it is, every step, little by little, little by little, little by little, you might not be perfect, but you will not find yourself going back to where you started. I'm trying my best to deliver this message, but please don't look at me like I'm somebody who is faithful. If I judge myself, I would say no. But in making that statement, I'm reminded of what teachers do in school. They look at the person who's notorious noisemaker and somebody who say, you, if I judge myself to write this of noisemakers today, and you find that that person who has been given that responsibility does it well, and they know that because this person is notorious, they don't mess around. They want to keep quiet and not make noise because they know their name will definitely go down. You that has been a class prefect writing my name says, if you like, don't respect yourself, your name will enter that list. And they do the job very well. Look at Apostle Paul. Very skilled, professional, faithful, dedicated persecutor of Christians. Very, very faithful. And God used the worst of them and brought to carry on the mission well. So it doesn't matter how bad we are. When we decide that we want to be faithful, God uses us. Which brings me to the next part. How can we develop faithfulness? How? How can faithfulness be developed? A wise man said that faithfulness is not something that you should pray for because it's already there. Like how you shouldn't pray for grace because it's already there. In God's word, He has already given it to you. It's something that's already expected. So you are the one now who is to make the decision to say, I am going to write pages of men's makers. No need to ask God. And you find that that person who has been given that responsibility does it well. All you have to do now is and they know that because this person is notorious. So how can you develop faithfulness? One, you make that decision to be faithful. You choose by yourself that I will be faithful. In the symposium, they mentioned honesty as one of the reasons, one of the criteria of faithful service. And I think I've shared this story before last year, and I think I use it all the time. When I told God that, please, God, I don't want to be caught in a lie, because I look at my mother, who is a very educated, skilled, eloquent, articulate lawyer, and she knows